क्या आप आईएएस की तैयारी कर रहे हैं और कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स को 2.5 लाख तक की फीस नहीं पे करना चाहते? अगर हाँ, तो 22,500 रुपए में घर बैठ के StudyIQ के पेनड्राइव कोर्स के साथ आप आईएएस की तैयारी कर सकते हैं। आज ही विजिट करें studyIQ.com।
Hi. So today topic is very interesting, and why I'm saying interesting is because I never thought of this particular topic before giving it. And when I just started thinking of it, it's really coming up very exciting to me. Being in 18 years into the IT industry, I've never thought of about this. So what is that particular topic is? So it is written code to market. Maybe this particular title not suited to my presentation, but I was not able to understand what else I need to be saying. So I just want to set an idea that what I was trying to explain in this particular session or in this particular presentation. So we always write code. There is a problem, we write code. There is a thing, I say, okay, let's go and make a website. Okay, there is a problem, we say, okay, let's make some application. But today what I'm trying to cover is that whatever type of a code we are writing, where we can go and sell them, because ultimately we have to be sell them. We have to be make it commercial, or we have to be make it enable or accessible to the people to use them. So that is what this particular session about. So today I will be covering that when we write a code, what different type of a code we write and where we have to be take them so other people can consume them. So this is nothing about any technologies. This is nothing about any specific companies or something. It's more about, okay, if there is a problem or what type of a code segment I am really looking for to take into the markets. Right. So we have so many pictures, good pictures here. Library, SDK, API, website and marketplace. So I will start from the website to make it more easy. So let's say somebody comes to me, or if I have a very startup idea, any product, so what I will be doing? I will be making a one website, hosting it somewhere good on the internet, so people can come and start using it. And if I have to start making a money out of it, so I will be making more subscription based website or licensing things, or maybe giving the access to those people who has already give us the payment. Simple set. Or we will be selling that website to some other vendor who will ask to make me this particular website. This is a very simple way to host or to make your code available into the market or on internet. Second thing is I take again the API. I especially do not go with the sequence because I am going with the more market popularity, the words which people generally knows and generally doing nowadays. So website is one which we discussed. Second is the API. So API is basically application programming interface as a word. So but that's okay. But here we are not saying that you just go to the browsers, type like mywebsite.com and website is open. This is more about B2B or C2B. So where I will say that I created a one functionality, let's say what is the weather today. But I do not want to make a website out of it. I make one program which is taking a data from some system or a third party, maybe Google, some satellite, and showing, okay, what is the temperature today. And I host it as an API. So now I can go to the different website people or a person who are making the application that you can come and consume my website. Depending on that what hit is coming and from where it is coming, maybe I am charging them. Or a per hit basis or a per client basis, I will be charging him. But there is nothing UI onto my things. This is only a data. You just pass some parameters to my API and getting the data. So you cannot view anything, but I am making a money out of it and I am hosting it like a website itself. You can host it on premises, you can host it cloud. I mean, that is a debatable. I am not going to touch this particular pointers here. So second way of taking your code to the market or to the expose out as an API. Now I am coming more on to the library. So library is nothing but a set of functionality which you have written in a one bundle and make it as in a package. It can be a .NET DLL, it can be a Java, or it can be any other technology. So library can be exposed by using the API as well. So what I will be saying, let's say I written a one library of sending mail. So you need to be put some mail servers detail in your configuration file, whatever the library I have given, and then you can start using it. You can start using it in your own application, let's say making a website, or you can also write a wrapper of API on the top of library and expose it as we discussed for the previous point. But I would be saying that I am giving you this particular code, this is the X amount, or this is the Y amount, or sometimes it is an open forum that I want to make people more easy to write or consume a code for sending a mail, writing their own. It's more about reusability. Sometimes we are writing a library for our own applications or for a multiple application in the company, and then we can share it across the project itself. So that is also a one way of doing the code to the market sometimes, or within the organization for a single functionality. Then we have a SDK, which is a development kit, software development kit. So what is basic difference of the library, API and SDK? So library, so one thing I want to be clear here, API is not always that you are exposing an API on the web itself. So then only it makes an API. API is that if you have a library, so to expose that functionality of the library, you also write the APIs, using an interface and all. SDK is the complete toolkit, which is saying if you download this particular toolkit, you are able to consume that particular code which is written into the library, maybe by using the API in your own program. You have heard about so many packages, like we have a package NPM. So what NPM is doing, if I have to use some cloud services, I will be downloading the SDK of the cloud services. Once I have an SDK of that cloud service, I am writing a code to read that libraries of the cloud and then making a call to the cloud providers or anything. Or sometimes there is an SDK to create a website, like a WordPress. I'm not sure WordPress is the right example for SDK or not. It may be the framework, but there can be some SDK which is saying, okay, you want to make a AngularJS page, just download this library, consume the just download this SDK package, consume the library of the specific technology, Python, AngularJS and so far, and then you can write your own code. So that is more about the SDK. Generally SDKs are free because they are giving the benefit to your languages, or maybe they are like, let's say, cloud SDKs. Finally you are going to that AWS cloud to use the readers, so finally you will be paying it over there. So they will giving you the SDKs, consume it, especially for the developers. Fourth or maybe fifth and the final point is the marketplace. So what is marketplace? So generally if you go to the mobile applications, they are app stores. If you go for any cloud providers, they are a marketplace. Here we have an AWS marketplace, we have an Azure marketplace. So how these applications are going to the marketplace? So more or less, and for all the I talk about Apple, I talk about AWS, I talk about Azure, you have to write your piece of a code. You have to submit that piece of a code to that particular provider. Depending on the rules and regulations of that particular provider, they are reading your code, doing the validations, checking it out, the quality of code, there would be no security threats and everything, and then they approve it. Once they approve it, that particular piece of a code is available for their marketplace. So now I tell me what is the marketplace. Let's say I have to send the messages. I make one small messenger and put it off the, let's say, Azure marketplace. So tomorrow if somebody is developing any application into the Azure, they can directly consume the messenger of whatever I have written into the Azure code itself or from the Azures. So if everything has been working into the cloud itself, they do not need to go anywhere else. They do not need to write their code. They consume the code of the marketplace and start sending the messages. It can be a different things also. So today we have covered the website, API, library, SDK and marketplace. I'm not saying these are the only 5 ways to expose your code or send a code to someone else to consume. There can be some other ways also, but these are more popular ones. And especially with these cloud providers and the apps, marketplace is going a good boom itself. You can make your own marketplace if you are going to be set of a functionality tech to be in your marketplace. I hope I am able to give you some views on how to take your code to the market. Thank you for today for this particular session.